You're fasting, you're drinking black coffee, you're skipping breakfast, staying away from sugar, doing what everybody online told you to do. But the belly fat still isn't moving, and that can feel frustrating, right? Because you think, I'm doing the hard part, I'm not eating, I'm drinking my coffee black, so why am I not seeing results? Here's the part most people miss. The problem may not be the coffee, it may be the time you drink it. A lot of people roll out of bed and grab coffee right away. Before water, before sunlight, before their body even has a chance to wake up on its own. And that one habit can work against you. Because early in the morning, your cortisol is already high. That's normal. It's how your body helps you wake up. But when you add caffeine on top of that too soon, you may push stress hormones even higher. That can leave you feeling wired at first, then tired later. It can make hunger hit harder. And for some people, it may make stubborn belly fat even harder to lose. So no, coffee is not the enemy. But bad timing can be. And by the end of this video, I'll show you a simple morning window that can help you know exactly when to drink your coffee while fasting. Let's clear this up first. Black coffee does not ruin your fast for most people. A plain cup of black coffee has almost no calories, usually just a few. No sugar, no cream, no milk, no sweet syrup. So in a basic metabolic sense, it's not like you just ate a meal. But that doesn't mean coffee does nothing. Coffee is not just a warm drink that helps you get through the morning. It has real effects inside your body. Caffeine changes how alert you feel. It affects stress hormones. It can affect hunger. And it can also change how your body uses stored energy during a fast. That's why the real question is not, can I drink coffee while fasting? That's too simple. The better question is, when should I drink coffee so it works with my body, not against it? Because timing matters. Drink it at the right time, and it may support your fasting window. Drink it too early, and you may be fighting your own hormones before the day even starts. Here's what caffeine actually does. Inside your brain, there's a chemical called adenosine. Think of it like your body's sleep pressure. As the day goes on, adenosine builds up. That's one reason you start feeling tired. Caffeine steps in and blocks that signal. So instead of feeling slow and sleepy, you feel more awake. Your mind feels sharper. Your focus comes back. That's the part everybody knows, but there's more going on underneath. Caffeine can also trigger adrenaline. That's the get up and move hormone. It tells your body, we need energy now. And when you're fasting, that signal can matter. Your body may start pulling stored fatty acids out of fat cells so they can be used for fuel. That sounds great, and it can be helpful. But here's the catch. Caffeine also interacts with cortisol, your stress hormone. So if cortisol is already high, like it often is right after waking, adding caffeine too soon can push your system too hard. It's like your body already turned on the engine, and then coffee slams the gas pedal. That's why timing is everything. Here's why coffee can help during a fast. When caffeine hits your system, it can raise adrenaline. Now, most people hear adrenaline and think of panic or stress. But in the right amount, adrenaline is also a signal. It tells your body, hey, we need energy. And one place your body can pull energy from is stored fat. Your fat cells can release fatty acids into the bloodstream. That process is called lipolysis. Think of it like taking stored fuel out of the tank so your body can actually use it. This matters more when you're fasting, because during a fast, insulin is lower. And when insulin is low, your body has an easier time reaching into stored fat for energy. So coffee can give that process a little push. But let's be honest, coffee does not magically melt fat. It is not a shortcut. It is not a free pass to eat anything later. Coffee only helps when your body is already in the right state. Fasting sets the stage. Coffee just turns up the signal. This is where a lot of people mess up. They wake up, grab the phone, walk to the kitchen, and make coffee before their eyes are even fully open. I get it. It feels normal. For many people, that first cup feels like survival. But your body is already doing something when you wake up. Cortisol naturally rises in the morning. That is your built-in alarm clock. It helps you wake up, think clearly, and get moving. So when you drink coffee right away, you are adding caffeine on top of a cortisol spike that is already happening. At first, you may feel great, more alert, more awake, ready to go. But later, the crash can hit. You feel tired again. You want another cup. Hunger shows up earlier than expected. You may feel shaky, restless, or a little on edge. And over time, your body may start leaning on coffee just to feel normal in the morning. That is not real energy. That is borrowed energy. So, the issue is not that you need more coffee. You may just be drinking it too early. Let your body wake up first. Then use coffee as support, not as a crutch. Cortisol gets a bad reputation. People hear the word and think, stress hormone, bad. But that is not the whole story. In the morning, cortisol is supposed to rise, usually within the first 30 to 45 minutes after you wake up. That morning rise helps you feel alert. It helps your body move energy into the bloodstream. It gets your brain and muscles ready for the day. So cortisol itself is not the problem. The problem is when it gets pushed too high, too often, or stays elevated for too long. That is where caffeine timing matters. If you drink coffee while cortisol is already at its morning peak, you may be pushing your system harder than it needs to be pushed. And when cortisol keeps running high, your body may hold on to more belly fat, especially around the midsection. That is why some people can fast, drink black coffee, and still feel stuck. They are not doing everything wrong. They are just starting the day in a stress state. A small timing change can make the whole morning feel different. So, when should you actually drink your coffee? A simple rule is this: wait about 90 minutes to 2 hours after you wake up. That may sound small, but it can make a big difference. By then, your morning cortisol has already hit its natural peak and started coming down. Your body has had time to wake itself up. You are not forcing it. You are not shocking it first thing in the morning. Now, coffee can do what it does best. It gives you a second wave of energy. Not the shaky kind. Not the, I need another cup or I'm useless kind. More like a smoother lift. You feel more awake, more focused, and less likely to crash hard by mid-morning. So let's make it real. If you wake up at 7, don't rush straight to the coffee maker. Drink some water. Get some light. Move around a little. Let your body come online. Then have your coffee around 8:30 or 9. That is still early enough to enjoy your morning, but late enough to work with your body instead of fighting it. Easy way to remember it: wake up first. Let your body start the engine. Then bring in the coffee. Here's why waiting can work better. After sleeping all night, you have already been fasting for hours. Your insulin is lower. That matters. When insulin is low, your body has a better chance of pulling energy from stored fat instead of just waiting for more food to come in. So your body is already moving in the right direction. Then, when you drink coffee at the right time, caffeine can raise adrenaline a little. And that signal may help your fat cells release fatty acids into the bloodstream. That means coffee is not trying to force the whole process. It is supporting something that is already happening. That is the key difference. When you drink coffee too early, it is like trying to light a fire before the stove is even warm. You get smoke, stress, and not much benefit. But when you wait a bit, your body is already warmed up. Now coffee becomes more useful. It is like adding fuel to a fire that is already burning. Same coffee, different timing, different result. Now, what if you like to work out in the morning while you are still fasting? Coffee can help there too. A lot of people feel better training with a little caffeine in their system. They have more energy, more focus, better drive. And when you are fasted, that caffeine may also help your body use more stored energy during the workout. But timing still matters. You do not want to wake up and slam coffee right away just because you plan to exercise later. Give your body a little time first. For example, if you wake up at 7 and you train at 9, a good coffee window might be around 8 to 8:30. That gives the caffeine time to kick in before the workout, but it also avoids that first wake-up cortisol spike. And please remember this: coffee is support. It is not a way to punish your body harder. If you feel dizzy, shaky, weak, or anxious, back off, drink water, slow down, adjust the plan. A good fasting workout should make you feel strong and steady, not wrecked. This is a big one. A lot of people say, I'm fasting, but their coffee tells a different story. They add sugar, then maybe a little cream, then a splash of oat milk. Maybe some flavored syrup because, well, plain black coffee feels too harsh. But here's the truth. At that point, it is not really fasting coffee anymore. Sugar can raise insulin fast. Syrups are basically liquid dessert. Sweet cream, condensed milk, and flavored creamers are not small details. They change what your body is doing. Even milk, cream, or oat milk can matter. It may look like just a splash, but it still brings calories. It can bring lactose, protein, fat, or carbs. And if your goal is to keep your body in a clean fasting state, those little extras can get in the way. So the clearest choice is simple. Black coffee. No sugar, no cream, no sweetener, no just a little. Because a cup of black coffee may support your fast, but a sweet coffee can quietly turn your fast into a small breakfast. And most people do not even realize it. More coffee does not mean more fat loss. That is where people get trapped. They think, if 1 cup helps me feel focused, then 3, 4, or 5 cups must be even better. But your body does not work like that. At some point, more caffeine stops helping and starts pushing your system too hard. You may feel wired. Your hands may feel shaky. Your heart may beat faster. You may feel anxious, restless, or hungry in a strange way. And instead of having steady energy, you are just running on stress. That is not the goal. The goal is not to feel stimulated all day. The goal is to feel clear, steady, and in control. For many people, 2 to 3 cups a day is enough, sometimes even less. And if you are fasting, this matters even more. Your body is already running without food for a while. You do not need to beat it up with caffeine all day. Use coffee like a tool, not like a rescue button. You want better energy and better metabolism, not a nervous system that feels like it is always on high alert. This mistake does not always show up right away. You drink coffee in the afternoon and think, I'm fine, I can still sleep. But sleeping and sleeping well are not the same thing. Caffeine can stay active in your body for hours. For some people, it clears faster. For others, it hangs around much longer. So that 2 p.m. or 3 p.m., coffee may still be working when you are trying to wind down at night. You may fall asleep, but your sleep can be lighter, less deep, less restful, and that matters a lot if your goal is fat loss. Poor sleep can make hunger stronger the next day. It can make cravings louder. It can lower your willpower. It can raise cortisol, and it can make your body less willing to let go of belly fat. So coffee timing is not just a morning issue, it is also a sleep issue. A simple rule is this. Try to cut off coffee before noon. If you really need an afternoon cup, keep it no later than around 1 p.m. And if you know caffeine hits you hard, stop even earlier. Protect your sleep like it is part of your fat loss plan, because it is. Here's another mistake people make. They expect coffee to do the whole job. They think, as long as I drink black coffee and skip breakfast, I should be burning fat. But that is not how it works. Coffee does not make fasting work. Fasting makes fasting work. The lower insulin, the longer break from food, the better control over calories, the steady routine. That is what creates the real change. Coffee can support that, but it cannot fix everything. If you fast for only a short time, then overeat during your eating window, coffee will not save you. If you sleep 5 hours a night, coffee will not save you. If you sit all day, snack late, and live stressed out, coffee will not magically burn belly fat. That is the honest truth. Coffee is an amplifier. It can make a good fasting routine work a little better, but it cannot turn a messy routine into a great one. So keep the basics in place. Fast long enough. Eat real food. Sleep like it matters. Move your body. Then let coffee help, not lead. So let's make this simple. Coffee is not the enemy of fasting. Bad timing is the real problem. Here is a simple morning plan you can try. Wake up. Do not run straight to the coffee maker. Drink some water first. Get a little light if you can. Walk around the house. Stretch. Let your body wake up on its own. Then wait about 90 minutes to 2 hours. After that, have your black coffee. No sugar, no cream, no milk, no flavored syrup, just black coffee. If you wake up at 7, that means your coffee window is probably around 8:30 to 9, and try to cut off coffee before noon. If you really need one later, keep it no later than early afternoon. Around 1 is a good limit for many people. That is it. No complicated hack, no expensive supplement, just better timing. Let your body start the morning naturally. Then use coffee as support, because when coffee is used the right way, it can help your fast feel smoother. But when it is used too early, too much, or too late, it can work against you. If this helped you, subscribe to Hidden Health Science for more simple breakdowns on fasting, metabolism, and how your body really burns fat.